Wow! This looks very different. What you're looking at here is a DIY central heating system that uses wood and any other fuel that burns in here, and it basically goes into the house and heats up the water for the pipes and the radiators. So right now we're just emptying all the ash and the trash.
As you can see, it's not been empty for a
while. Just look at the scoop coming out.
This is four fires.
4 fires.
4 nights.
4 nights. Just 4 nights causes all that. Wow.
What's this? Everything in here is homemade. The whole. Look.
Yep.
Look. This was just a bit of grill. Look, what I found.
Yep. When I last filmed this, it was like this was installed. I think that might have been installed, and the bricks were partially installed, but not the actual chimney, not the actual stovepipe. But the water comes through in and through and around, and basically when it comes through here, it gets heated up.
That's your outlet.
Yep.
That's the outlet for the hot water.
Yep.
And that's the return for the cold.
Yep.
And the same on the other side.
As it passes through the whole combustion.
Hot goes out of there, hot goes out of that one.
Yep.
And then the return cold back in there.
Yep.
That's how it works. You have 2 inlets, 2 outlets. That's the back boiler there.
Yep. That's what the water buzzes into.
And that. See how much, it does holds a lot of fuel, this.
So when you've got self-sufficiency and you got your wood, you got all that's your heating taken care of, just like that. No need for any gas, no need for any infrastructure from an outside source. You can do it all with this unit, And the only thing extra that you need is you do need some electricity, I think, for the pump.
Yeah, but it would work off,
gravity.
Its own gravity, yeah, hot water.
Yeah.
On the gravity system. Even that's got bent out of shape. But that was perfectly straight, that. Deformed it. And look at the door. There was both perfectly flat.
Yeah.
Right. A bit of rubbish.
And because it's outside, you can burn some fairly toxic materials in here too. Plasticky stuff. Just to get it going, get it warm.
Just start it now. See this here? This is for the...
for the exhaust.
Yeah. It basically makes, you can have it burning faster. Look, you let more air out, so it'll burn faster.
Get you. There's quite an art to making this fire. You can't just put it in, stuff it in, you gotta stack it and slide it in appropriately.
The bolts come loose, so I just got to jump over.
I like it. I like the DIY bolt catch, Scar. Now you're roaring. You can just see a hole. I can just see it. You can just see the flashes of orange.
Well, it gets too hot, doesn't it, for what I'm made out of? It's just buckled everything.
Yeah, because it's aluminium. I think that's alley, that.
Yeah, some type of alley.
Just needs a steel plate.
It was what they used for chicken vent. It's a chicken ventilation thing. What they put in the roof.
Yeah.
Look how all that was all sealed in nicely. All that.
Does this get really hot?
Oh yeah, it gets red hot.
Wow.
Normally, when it's wet, they're steaming. All the water. I'll be roaring in a few minutes.
Okay, so that's basically starting up the central heating system.
What's this? Get right down. Can you see the flame inside? Look.
Yep.
Look, this is how I made it out of that plate,
Yeah, steel plate.
And I'll point it in there, look.
Oh wow, it's like a flipping fire rocket.
So that just pushes right through it.
It's honestly, like, you could use that to forge steel.
Oh, what's this?
Maybe.
Put that in. This is all I made this, look, out of just bits of metal. And that just, this is why that is buckled, look. And like I say, that is your tank with the water, your back boiler with the wood chopping operation.
Yeah.
Now watch this, it's unbelievable. This is what, see this, I get this for nothing, right?
Yeah.
That's great for burning, you know, the heat you get out of that.
Yeah.
Laminated chip. Great stuff when it's dry, when it's wet.
Enough for one night there? One night's burn?
No, not in them two, no, there isn't, no.
Yeah, that's the thing, it uses a lot of...
You need more, you know, you need them two and another, a bigger one, what I've got around there, a bigger one.
Yep.
Tough that one, wasn't it?
We need to garth it. Already, look how quickly it's burned all that to ashes, what we just put in about 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it's on full draw.
I wonder if the water's hot now in the other rooms, if the radiators are warming up now.
There'll be water going to the tank first, you know, the cylinder, the copper cylinder.
Oh, right. So would we have to turn on the pump now to get it pumped into the radiators? Is that
Well, it'll go to the copper cylinder just off its own action, you know.
Yeah.
You know, hot water rises, so it goes there anyhow.
Yeah.
So, once that cylinder is got to a certain temperature,
Yep.
then the thermostat will kick in,
right.
close the valve, and then the water pump will kick in then, and send the water to the radiators.
Oh, right.
Right, that's the hot water going in.
Yeah.
That's a look. That one there.
Yep.
That's red hot, that.
Wow.
Look, I can just touch it, right?
Yep.
That goes into a copper cylinder.
Yep.
This is the return out of the copper cylinder, which is still not red hot, but it does get red hot when it's, you know, when that copper cylinder warms up. It's heated the copper cylinder up. Now, if I want that to kick in now,
Yep.
all I've got to do is alter that thermostat there, listen. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
That's working now.
I can hear it. I can hear the water now. I can hear the water spluzzing on.
So that's sending that. It's sending the water round the radiators now.
Ah, right.
So I could actually, I've stopped it heating the hot water and I've sent it round the radiators.
Do you have to manually push that button to do it? No. It automatically does it.
So what I do, I knock it off there, right? So it's gone back to the copper cylinder.
Yeah, to reheat it.
When the copper cylinder
Gets hot enough.
gets hot enough, it has a thermostat here, which I'm in. There.
Yeah, I see
that
it.
one?
Yeah, I see that white thing. Yeah.
So when the water gets that height in the tank,
Yeah.
and it gets to whatever degrees it's set to,
Yeah.
it'll kick that gate in up there. Can you see that one up there? Look. Look, there's the gate, the valve.
Hang on.
It's a zone. They call them zone valves, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that'll stop the hot water going in. The hot water going into.
Ah, right.
The red hot water goes in there,
Yeah.
and it goes round a copper coil in the tank, in
Yeah.
the cylinder. It's a copper coil, and the
Yeah.
end of the copper coil comes out here.
Ah, right.
That's how they work.
All right.
So the copper coil transfers the heat into the water in there.
How does the water get to a lower level when you finish? Is it just by natural cooling?
Oh,
it?
you
Is that-
mean, what, when I use hot water? When we draw the hot water out of that cylinder via the tap, cold water comes in.
Ah,
From
automatically.
that tank up there, yes.
Ah, right.
When you use it, that's your header tank up there.
I see. I didn't know about your header tank. You see. And where does the water from the header tank?
Well, that's the feed, that's the cold feed to the header tank there.
Ah, right. Do you have to manually top that up?
No, it does it automatic. You have a ball valve up there.
Ah, right. Okay.
Just like look like your toilet.
Yeah.
So when the ball valve drops, because that's fed the copper cylinder,
Yeah.
it fills that tank back up.
All right.